Imagine this. The stadium lights are blazing, the crowd is roaring, and all eyes are glued to one man, Travis Hunter. But behind that jaw-dropping talent, the highlight reel catches, and the bone-crushing tackles. There's a storm brewing that nobody saw coming. Fans are split right down the middle. Coaches are pointing fingers, and even family members can't agree. Should Travis continue as the rare two-way phenom, dominating both offense and defense? Or is this dream of being a dual-threat star pushing him toward disaster? Whispers of locker-room confrontations, late-night shouting matches, and even betrayal are spreading like wildfire. Some say his role is tearing apart friendships. Others claim it's driving wedges in his personal life. And a few even believe it could threaten his entire future. The debate has grown so fiery that it's no longer just about football, it's about identity, loyalty, and survival in a world where the stakes couldn't be higher. Tonight, we're peeling back the curtain and exposing the shocking drama behind Travis Hunter's two-way role. A saga filled with raw emotions, bitter accusations, and jaw-dropping twists that nobody could have predicted. Fans thought they knew the story. But trust me, this is just the beginning. The whispers began on a quiet Sunday evening, long after the cheers had faded from the stadium. Travis Hunter had just delivered another jaw-dropping performance, catching passes like a seasoned wide receiver and locking down opponents as a cornerback. But while fans celebrated, a tension began bubbling behind the scenes. Some teammates were in awe, others quietly jealous, and a few outright furious. The debate wasn't just about football anymore. It was about how one man's role could divide an entire team. You can't keep doing this. Travis, one teammate allegedly snapped in the locker room, his voice echoing against the cold metal lockers. "You're stealing the spotlight. Offense, defense, what's left for the rest of us." The room fell into silence. Every eye locked on Travis. He didn't flinch. He simply wiped the sweat from his brow, his jaw tightening. "I'm just playing the game I love," he muttered. But beneath those calm words was a storm. The coaches, too, were at odds. Head coach Prime was said to be thrilled with Travis's versatility, calling him a once-in-a-generation athlete. But whispers suggested assistant coaches weren't all on board. One claimed he overheard an argument late at night in the staff offices, voices raised, papers slamming. "He's not a machine," one coach allegedly shouted. "You're going to burn him out before his time." And then came the family drama. Travis's uncle, who had always been his loudest supporter, reportedly lashed out during a family dinner. "They're using you, Travis. You think they care about your future? No, they care about the ticket sales, the headlines, and you're buying into it." Travis's mother tried to calm the storm, but her voice cracked with worry. "Baby, I just want you safe. I see the bruises, the way you drag yourself home after practice. How long can you keep this up?" Travis's little sister, barely a teenager, burst into tears at the table. "I don't want you to get hurt," she sobbed. The entire family sat in silence after that. The clinking of silverware replaced by the heavy weight of unspoken fears. But outside the family walls, the fans were just as divided. Social media exploded after a sports analyst went viral with a scathing critique. "This is reckless," he said in a fiery monologue. "Travis Hunter is being exploited. Mark my words, this ends in disaster." Within minutes, hashtags started trending. #ProtectorViz lit up Twitter, while others fired back with #LetTravisPlay. The debate became toxic, fans hurling accusations at each other, some calling the critics jealous, others calling the supporters blind. One night, a group of fans even confronted Travis outside a restaurant. "Man, you're the future. Don't let them waste you." One yelled, almost pleading. Another shouted back, "Don't listen to them, Travis. You're unstoppable. Keep proving the haters wrong." Chaos erupted, forcing security to intervene as Travis slipped away, his face hidden under a HOODIE dot back in the locker room. The divide deepened. A heated exchange reportedly broke out between two star players. One defending Travis, the other accusing him of being selfish. "He's hogging the limelight," one screamed. This is a team sport, not the Travis show. Another shot back? Are you blind? He's carrying us. Without him, we'd be nothing. Fists nearly flew before coaches rushed in to break it up. Witnesses say Travis sat quietly in the corner, his head down. His fists clenched so tightly that his knuckles turned white. Rumors swirled that even Travis himself began doubting. Close friends revealed he confided late one night, "I don't know if I can keep this up. I'm exhausted, man. I can't sleep. I can't think. But if I stop, what does that say about me? About everything I've worked for." The pressure only mounted when a former teammate, now playing in the pros, threw fuel on the fire during an interview. "I love Travis, don't get me wrong," he said. "But two-way players don't last. I've seen it before. The body breaks down, the mind cracks. It's only a matter of time before he pays the price." That statement sent shockwaves through the sports world. Suddenly, every talk show, every podcast, every article was dissecting Travis's future. Was he a legend in the making or a tragedy waiting to happen? Meanwhile, an unexpected twist emerged. Someone leaked what appeared to be private practice footage. In the grainy video, Travis stumbled during a drill, clutching his leg before limping off to the sideline. Though the team downplayed it, fans erupted. "He's injured. They're hiding it," screamed one viral post. The team denied the claims, but the damage was done. Trust was fractured, and conspiracy theories spread like wildfire. At home, Travis's parents begged him to take a break. "Just sit out a game," his father pleaded. "Prove them wrong by taking care of yourself first." But Travis shook his head, eyes dark with determination. "If I sit out, they'll say I quit. I can't let that happen." The emotional toll became undeniable. Friends noticed Travis becoming more distant, more irritable. One revealed he snapped at me for no reason. Then he just stared at the ground like he wasn't even there. I've never seen him like that. And then came the betrayal that nobody saw coming. A close friend, someone Travis had trusted for years, allegedly sold a private text exchange to a tabloid. In the messages, Travis confessed, "Sometimes I wish I could just walk away. Not from football, but from all of this pressure. I feel like I can't breathe." The leak exploded across the internet, fans shocked to their core. "He wants to quit," some gasped. Others accused the media of twisting his words, but the damage was done. Trust shattered, friendships questioned. And Travis left scrambling to contain the fallout. Late one night, a recording surfaced of what was claimed to be an argument between Travis and Coach Prime himself. Though the voices were muffled, fans swore they heard Travis shout, "I'm not your puppet," followed by Prime's furious retort, "You think this is just about you? This is bigger than you." Whether real or fake, the recording ignited another firestorm. Fans speculated endlessly. Had Travis finally reached his breaking point? Was his relationship with his coach collapsing? As the noise grew louder, Travis stepped onto the field once more, carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. Every catch, every tackle, every glance to the sideline was dissected by millions. And while the crowd cheered his brilliance, those closest to him saw something else, the flicker of doubt in his eyes. The cracks beginning to show in a young man pushed to his absolute limit. Yet even as the pressure built to unbearable levels, the story was far from over. Because behind closed doors, a new twist was brewing. One that would take the already explosive debate to an entirely new level, shaking not just Travis's future, but the very foundation of the team itself. The tension reached a boiling point. One Tuesday afternoon, when a private team meeting spiraled out of control, players gathered in the film room, expecting the usual strategy session, but instead found themselves in the middle of a verbal brawl. One wide receiver stood up mid-discussion, pointing an accusing finger straight at Travis. "You think this whole program revolves around you, huh? Every highlight, every headline, it's always Travis Hunter this, Travis Hunter that. What about the rest of us? We bust our backs too." We bust our backs too. Travis, sitting in the front row, turned slowly, his face blank, but his eyes sharp. "I never asked for that. I just play the game." The room erupted. Another teammate shouted, "Don't act like you don't love it." You thrive on this attention. You want to be the hero every week. But heroes fall, Travis. And when you fall, we all fall with you. Silence followed those words, heavy and suffocating. Coaches tried to intervene, but the damage was done. Trust within the locker room was crumbling. And whispers of a fractured team began to leak into the media. Rumors swirled that certain players were considering transferring out. Unable to stomach the constant chaos. This environment is toxic. One anonymous player allegedly told a journalist, "It's not football anymore, it's the Travis Hunter show. And some of us are tired of being extras." Outside the team, fans latched onto these rumors like wildfire. Comment sections filled with heated debates. "They're jealous? Plain and simple," one fan wrote. Another countered, "No, they're right, this kid's being treated like a god. And it's tearing the team apart." Meanwhile, Travis's family found themselves in the spotlight yet again. Reporters camped outside their home, desperate for comments. One night, Travis's mother broke down during a local news interview. "He's just a boy. A gifted boy, yes, but still my son." People forget that. They treat him like a product, not a person. Her words struck a chord with many, sparking sympathy from some and further outrage from others. But just when it seemed the storm couldn't grow any larger, a shocking twist landed like a thunderclap. Leaked documents surfaced online, allegedly from team insiders, suggesting that certain sponsors were pressuring the coaching staff to keep Travis playing both ways. The documents hinted at bonus clauses tied directly to his performance and exposure. The revelation was explosive. Suddenly, this wasn't just about football. It was about money, greed, and exploitation. Fans were outraged. "They're risking his future for profit." One viral tweet screamed. Conspiracy theories grew darker by the hour, some suggesting that the program was willing to sacrifice Travis's health just to keep the cash rolling in back in the locker room. Tempers flared even higher. Players confronted coaches, demanding answers. One was overheard shouting, "You're selling him out. And for what? A paycheck." The coaches, visibly rattled, denied the claims. But the trust between staff and players had already been poisoned. Travis himself was caught in the middle of this firestorm. Friends say he confided late one night, "I don't know who to trust anymore. Everyone's got an agenda. I just wanted to play football, man. That's all." His exhaustion began to show in public. At a press conference, his voice cracked as he tried to answer a simple question about balancing offense and defense. Cameras captured the moment, and within hours, the clip had gone viral. Fans debated endlessly. Was it vulnerability, or was he finally crumbling under the pressure? And then came the betrayal that would leave fans gasping. A former mentor, someone who had guided Travis since high school, suddenly turned on him in a televised interview. "Travis has lost sight of what matters," the mentor declared. "He's become a pawn in a bigger game, and if he doesn't wake up soon, he'll lose everything." Betrayal cut deep. Those close to Travis say he felt blindsided, hurt, and furious. Why would he say that? "He knows me better than anyone," Travis allegedly told a friend. Meanwhile, tensions at home reached a breaking point. His uncle, the one who had always been his fiercest defender, stormed out of a family gathering after a heated argument. "If you don't take a stand now, Travis, you'll regret it for the rest of your life," he shouted before slamming the door. The family sat in stunned silence, the sound of that door echoing in their hearts. On the field, Travis continued to perform at a superhuman level, but teammates began to question whether his brilliance was worth the chaos. One reportedly muttered during practice, "He's amazing, but he's also destroying us." Things came to a head after a particularly intense game. Cameras captured a sideline argument between Travis and another star player. Though the microphones didn't pick up the words, lip readers online swore they saw the other player scream, "You're killing us." While Travis shot back, "I'm saving us." The clip exploded across social media, sparking endless debates. Was Travis the team's savior or its downfall? The divide grew sharper, and even casual fans found themselves sucked into the whirlwind of drama. Late one night, a mysterious video surfaced online. Grainy, shaky, but chilling. It appeared to show Travis alone in a darkened locker room, sitting on a bench, head in his hands. A faint voice, possibly his, whispered, "I can't do this anymore." Though unverified, the video went viral instantly, fueling speculation that Travis was on the verge of quitting. The team tried to brush it off, calling it out of context, but fans weren't convinced. Hashtags like #PrayForTravis and #SaveTravis began trending, flooding timelines with concern, anger, and desperation. As the noise reached deafening levels, Travis found himself cornered. Friends noticed him withdrawing, shutting off his phone, refusing to answer texts. One confidant admitted he's never been this isolated. It's like he's building walls around himself just to survive. But just as the world braced for him to finally break, another twist erupted, one that nobody could have predicted. One that would set the stage for the most explosive chapter yet. Because the debate over Travis Hunter's two-way role wasn't just tearing apart a team anymore. It was about to ignite a battle that could shake the entire sport to its core. The storm that had been circling Travis finally broke into a full-blown hurricane when a national sports network dropped a bombshell expose. The headline alone sent chills through the sports world. The Travis Hunter dilemma: is glory worth the gamble? The piece claimed to have insider sources painting a disturbing picture: coaches clashing behind closed doors, players threatening mutiny, and Travis himself allegedly begging for relief from the crushing weight of expectations. The expose ignited chaos. Fans lit up message boards with fury. They're exploiting him for ratings. One commenter raged. Another shot back, "Stop babying hymns built for greatness." It wasn't just a debate anymore. It was an all-out war between two camps. Within hours, cameras descended on practice, reporters shouting questions as Travis walked silently past them, hood pulled low. But observant fans caught something: his limp. Was it fatigue, an injury, or just exhaustion? Speculation swirled, and the internet caught fire yet again. Then came the twist that made jaws drop nationwide. A leaked audio clip, allegedly from a team strategy session, caught a voice sounding like a coach saying, "We'll push him until he breaks. As long as he's on the field, the money flows." Though the team denied its authenticity, the damage was done. Outrage boiled over, with fans accusing the program of sacrificing a young star for profit. At home, the drama only deepened. Travis's father confronted him in a heated exchange. "You've got to open your eyes, son. They're not protecting you, they're using you." Travis, exhausted and weary, shot back, "Dad, this is my choice. I'm not a victim. I know what I'm doing." But his voice cracked, betraying his uncertainty. His mother, tears streaming down her face, pleaded softly, "Baby, please listen to us. We don't want to lose you." His little sister, who once proudly wore his jersey everywhere, now refused to watch the games. "I can't see him hurt," she whispered to her cousin. "I just can't." The family, once united in their support, was now divided, torn between pride and fear. The betrayal continued when a teammate, frustrated with the nonstop attention, secretly recorded a locker room conversation and leaked it online. In the clip, another player shouted, "This isn't football anymore. It's the Travis circus." To which Travis responded with an icy calm, "Then maybe you should leave the circus." The internet erupted. Some hailed Travis as bold, others slammed him as arrogant. The divide grew sharper. Kay and the locker room fracture became undeniable. Rumors swirled of fistfights breaking out during practice. Though the team denied it, anonymous sources insisted the tension was unbearable. One insider claimed, "The locker room feels like a powder keg, and Travis is the match." And just when it seemed the chaos couldn't grow more intense, another shockwave hit. A rival player from another team went on live television and accused Travis of being protected by referees and coaches, claiming the league itself was invested in keeping him on the field. "He's their golden boy," the rival sneered. They'll bend the rules for him. The accusation was explosive. Suddenly, it wasn't just Travis's team under scrutiny, it was the entire league. Conspiracy theories flooded social media, painting Travis as either a chosen prodigy or a puppet of a corrupt system. Travis, caught in the crossfire, struggled to hold it together. During one interview, he snapped at a reporter. "You all think you know me, but you don't. You don't know what I deal with every day." The clip went viral. Fans divided between sympathy and criticism. Friends revealed he had stopped going out in public altogether. "He's a prisoner of his own fame," one confidant admitted. "He can't step outside without someone yelling at him, neither worshiping him or tearing him down." And then came the most heartbreaking twist yet. During a crucial game with the crowd roaring and cameras flashing, Travis collapsed on the field. The stadium fell silent. Medics rushed out, teammates knelt in shock. And fans watched in horror. Though he managed to walk off the field with help, the moment was seared into everyone's memory. Whispers spread immediately. Was this the moment his two-way dream finally broke him? His coach, visibly shaken, told reporters afterward, "He's a warrior." But even warriors have limits. The cryptic comment only fueled speculation. Back at home, the family's fears boiled over. His uncle, once shouting in frustration, now whispered with quiet desperation, "He can't keep doing this. If he does, it'll destroy him." But Travis himself refused to back down. In a private conversation with a close friend, he confessed, "If I stop now, I'll always be the guy who quit. I can't live with that. I'd rather break than give up." The words, once leaked to the media, shook fans to their core. Some admired his determination, others feared for his safety. But everyone agreed on one thing. The story of Travis Hunter was no longer just about football. It had become a saga of survival, sacrifice, and the unbearable weight of expectation. And as the noise reached a fever pitch, a new revelation emerged, one that promised to blow the entire debate wide open. One that would drag hidden truths into the light and force everyone to question everything they thought they knew about Travis Hunter and his role as the ultimate two-way player. The revelation hit like an earthquake when an anonymous whistleblower came forward, claiming to be a staff member inside the program. In a shaky recorded statement released online, the whistleblower alleged that Travis had been secretly playing through multiple injuries, including a shoulder sprain and a nagging ankle issue, injuries that had been deliberately hidden from the public. He begged for rest. The voice insisted. But the higher-ups said no. They told him, "The fans need you, the sponsors need you, the team needs you." They're pushing him past his breaking point. Fans were stunned. Outrage erupted across social media. "They're sacrificing him for money," one furious post read. Others defended the program, insisting the whistleblower was lying for attention. The divide only deepened, with fans turning on each other in venomous arguments. The locker room, already fractured, spiraled into chaos. Players confronted coaches, some demanding answers, others calling for boycotts. One player was overheard shouting, "If Travis goes down for good, his blood is on your hands." While another countered, "He wants this. Stop acting like he's a victim." The clash nearly turned physical. Teammates pulling each other apart as the coaching staff scrambled to restore order. Behind closed doors, Travis's family staged their own intervention. His mother, voice trembling, pleaded, "You're my son before you're anyone's star. I can't stand to watch you destroy yourself." His father, usually stoic, broke down for the first time, tears streaming as he said, "Walk away, Travis, before it's too late." But Travis, his eyes burning with stubborn fire, shook his head. "If I quit now, I'll never forgive myself. They'll call me weak. They'll say I couldn't handle it. I can't let that be my story." Sister sobbed, begging him to stop, but Travis turned away, burying his pain behind a mask of determination. Meanwhile, the whistleblower's claims triggered an investigation. Journalists dug deeper, uncovering evidence of internal memos discussing managing Travis's image and downplaying his injuries. Though nothing was definitively proven, The perception was enough to fuel the storm. The drama spilled into the national spotlight. Late-night talk shows mocked the chaos. Sports pundits screamed at each other on live television. And fans flooded stadiums holding protest signs, some demanding his protection, others chanting his name as if he were untouchable. And then came the ultimate twist. On the eve of a massive game, reports broke that Travis was considering stepping away from one side of the ball, either offense or defense. Speculation exploded. Is this the end of the two-way experiment? Headlines screamed on in the locker room. Emotions boiled over again. One teammate shouted, "Finally, he's making the right choice," while another snapped, "He's betraying us by giving up half of what makes him special." The team was more divided than ever, the weight of Travis's decision tearing at its very core. The night before the game, Travis was spotted alone on the field, under the empty stadium lights. A witness claimed he was talking to himself, whispering, "Who am I without this? Do I even know?" The image of him standing there, a solitary figure in the dark, spread online and became a haunting symbol of his struggle. When game day arrived, the atmosphere was electric, charged with tension. Fans held their breath, waiting to see what Travis would do. Would he play both ways as always, or would he finally choose a side? And then, in a shocking twist, Travis took the field not in silence, but with a statement. Before the game, he addressed the crowd, his voice raw with emotion. "I hear everything you say," he declared. "The cheers, the doubts, the accusations. But this is my choice. I will play both sides of the ball tonight. Not for anyone else, but for me. Because this is who I am." The stadium erupted, fans screaming, tears streaming down faces. Some cheered in awe. Others gasped in horror. But no one could look away. The game that followed was pure drama. Travis soared with brilliant sketching, impossible passes, shutting down top receivers, but he also showed the strain, limping between plays, his body clearly pushed to its edge. Every move felt like it could be his last dot on the sidelines. Cameras caught teammates divided, some cheering him on, others shaking their heads in disapproval. The family watched from the stands, their faces etched with fear and pride. When the final whistle blew, Travis collapsed to his knees, exhausted but unbroken. The crowd roared, chanting his name, while debates raged instantly online. Was this the performance of a hero, or the tragedy of a young man on the brink of self-destruction? After the game, Travis walked off the field without a word, his expression unreadable. Rumors swirled that he would soon make a permanent decision about his future, but he offered no answers. The world was left hanging, desperate to know, would Travis Hunter continue his legendary two-way journey? Or would the mounting pressure finally force him to choose? One thing was clear, the debate had transcended football. It had become a saga of ambition, sacrifice, betrayal, and the relentless pursuit of identity in a world that demanded everything from him. And as the curtain fell on this chapter, the story of Travis Hunter was far from over. And so, the Travis Hunter saga leaves us standing at the edge of uncertainty. What started as a thrilling showcase of once-in-a-generation talent has spiraled into one of the most polarizing debates in recent memory. Is he a fearless hero rewriting history, or a young man being pushed to the brink by the crushing weight of expectations? Fans are shocked, families are torn, teammates are divided. And the future remains a question mark that no one, not even Travis himself, seems able to answer. But that's the thing about drama. Like this, it doesn't end neatly. It lingers, it festers, it leaves us all wondering, what comes next? Will Travis step back to protect himself, or will he charge forward, determined to silence the doubters no matter the cost? Will the team rally behind him, or will the fractures only grow deeper? The stakes have never been higher, and the answers could change everything. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Travis Hunter should continue as a two-way superstar? Or is it time for him to choose one path before it's too late? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Trust me, this debate isn't going anywhere anytime soon. And if you've been hooked by every twist and turn in this story, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, And turn on notifications so you don't miss the next chapter in this ongoing drama. Because with Travis Hunter, one thing is guaranteed: there's always another shocking twist right around the corner.